we see a company basically decide that they're going to pivot to AI and it starts to help their numbers go up for some reason. And we're seeing this here again with this company, Newbird. Well, formerly Newbird, it's now changed to Allbirds, which honestly has me kind of fucking rolling in the floor a little bit, pissing myself. A struggling shoe retailer started to fall off. Their company was about to implode and fall in on itself, essentially, like a collapsing butthole that's not been taken care of. And, as a struggling company trying to stay afloat in this kind of economy, what do you do? Well, Allbirds has the answer. They decided on Wednesday that they were going to start pivoting to AI. An obvious next step for any shoe company in this kind of situation. They decided that they were going to pivot their company from a shoe company to a company that's about artificial intelligence. Because those things go together. Totally. And if that wasn't weird enough, get ready for this. For some reason, that move ended up boosting the company's market value. It was valued at $21 million on Tuesday, and it looks like 582% of the shares, which were under $3 a piece a day ago, jumped up to about $17 a piece after they made a post to their investor relations page announcing this decision. After this release as well, the company is going to change its name to Newbird AI. They announced a deal to raise up to $50 million in funding expected to close in the second quarter of 2026. It looks like the company's initial goal will be to acquire high performance, low latency AI computer hardware. And it looks like they're going to actually have long term lease agreements for people that have not been able to get this kind of equipment. A little bit more information about Allbird and their history. It looks like they have been valued in the Wall Street for a very long time, valued at more than $4 billion. They announced a deal with the American Exchange Group to sell the intellectual property and other assets for $39 million last month. And it looks like after the initial people that own Allbirds switches over to be Newbirds, they're actually going to be bought out by the American Exchange Group, which is going to start focusing more on accessories and are going to actually continue to sell products under the Allbirds brand. So both companies are still going to be functioning. They're just going to change and be ran by different people. It looks like there is sort of a foaming and frothing Wall Street fever dream going on right now. They're fighting and tussling over the OpenAI and ChatGPT bullshit, and everybody's trying to get behind AI. AI infrastructure is notoriously expensive and complex, but it can be lucrative as well. It looks like Nvidia, which dominates the market for graphics processing units right now, has ballooned into the most valuable company into the world recently, with the market cap that's approaching $5 trillion, which is insane. There is a history in the stock market of troubled companies pivoting to the hot industry at the moment in order to garner success. And right now, that just so happens to be artificial intelligence. During the Bitcoin boom, several companies announced that they had blockchain tie ins or converted to cryptocurrency somehow in order to reignite interest in their stock and try to make themselves seem more relevant at the time. Allbirds was founded in 2015 by a former professional soccer player named Tim Brown and another man named Joey Zwigler, which is a very funny name to me. It could be Zvigler, I don't know, who was a renewable resource expert, apparently. I don't know what that means, honestly. They banded together to create a new category of shoes that relied on natural material and not plastic and other petroleum products, which to me sounds honestly like something I would get behind way before everything else that they're about now is. It looks like in 2016, they actually introduced their debut shoe made with a merino wool, and it became an instant success. And it basically says in the article that tech bros were very drawn to it, and the brand's comfort and sustainability made them very popular. It looks like finally in 2021, they actually went public and opened up a store, and soon saw the business begin to slow down as trends changed. Looks like competitors moved in, and the customer acquisition cost rose, and everything became more difficult from there, and that's where we start seeing the decline that eventually led up to the change that they've decided to make when moving to the AI found business model. So that's pretty much all the backstory and everything about this situation so far, guys. I just wanted to kind of touch on this because I feel like we've seen it over and over again, but this one just particularly sparked my interest for some reason, and I wanted to let you guys know about how crazy it is when a company decides that they need to make a fucking move. They fired all their employees, they have nothing else to fucking go on, they have nothing else to fucking live for, and their whole spirit is took out of their fucking butthole by a plunger, and then they turn to AI. And this is what happens. Let me know what you guys think about this phenomenon and everything we've talked about today. And I would also really appreciate it if you guys would please interact with my other videos and let me know what you guys think I should check out next. It would really mean a whole lot to me, and I will see you guys in the next video I put out.